What is something stupid people do better than intelligent people? I heard in many European armies, just prior to industrialized warfare, that it was generally preferred to have frontline officers who were kind of stupid. Back then, you generally won battles by being willing to stand in a formation and get shot up longer than the other team, so having any smartasses that could look around and understand the battle was going badly were a liability. Drunk/high food. I don't know how they do it, but it's greatness. Not necessarily stupid people, but people with average/low IQs are less likely to have depression than people with higher IQs. There's a lot that actually sucks about being crazy smart. So I guess my answer would be happy. Enjoy life, ignorance is bliss. Do we have a deal, Mr. Reagan? You know, I know this steak doesn't exist. I know, when I put it in my mouth, the computer is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realize. See above, so we have a deal. I don't know if this counts as stupidity, but I reached a point where I had to stop watching/reading the news entirely, and man am I nicer to people since then. I figured I didn't need to watch the news because of the important stuff kind of springs out of the internet anyways. I rarely hear a narrative that way. In my experience, some of the best small talkers and bullshitters I know aren't exactly the brightest. Not sure what that says about them, or me. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, at least baffle them with bullshit. I'm going to use my 2 cats as an example, not get tripped up by changing patterns. I have one very attentive cat, and one very inattentive cat. At my old apartment, the front door would always open from the left, and the attentive cat figured this out and knew where to stand to maximize his chances of getting out the door. The inattentive cat would just do a mad sprint through the door whenever he saw it open. After we moved, the front door now opened on the right. The inattentive cat would still just do his mad sprint through the door whenever it opened. The attentive cat, however, continued to sit on the left side of the door, and rather than getting outside, would just get trapped between the wall and the door whenever it opened. It took him about a week before he realized that, for the first time in his life, the door now opened from the other side. Can't get tripped up by a new pattern if you're too dumb to recognize the pattern in the first place. Edit, thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Your story brought a smile to my face. Glad I could make that happen. Stupid people seem genuinely happier, whereas intelligent people spend a lot of time thinking critically and worrying about things that seem smaller but may not actually be smaller. Speak louder, not giving a single fuck about what others think. I dunno, a quick glance at most social media platforms shows a lot of dumb people saying and doing dumb shit for likes, retweets, karma and many other forms of imaginary points. In that situation they both care and don't care about what others think because they're trying to earn clout, but they're doing it without thinking about how annoying it may be to others. Being stupid. Finding shortcuts to finish work faster. Legit. Some of the stupidest people are the laziest. Those guys will shortcut the shit out of the hardest jobs, while the smartest people in the room can't believe it's so stupid there's no way we'd thought of it. Reminds me of a joke a teacher once told. Apparently, during World War II, when choosing soldiers, the Germans did so based on people falling into certain category combinations. They would pick smart and lazy. Such a person is useful. This kind of person is clever and tends to delegate. Smart and hard-working, also useful. This person actually gets the work done. Stupid and lazy, you can use. This one you can assign to menial work such as cleaning, sweeping the floor, etc. Stupid and hard-working, stay away from this one. This is the kind of person who's dumb but diligent. This person works hard but is misdirected and ends up blowing up the compound. Greater than I divide my officers into 4 groups. There are clever, diligent, stupid, and lazy officers. Usually 2 characteristics are combined. Some are clever and diligent, their place is the general staff. The next lot are stupid and lazy, they make up 90% of every army and are suited to routine duties. Anyone who is both clever and lazy is qualified for the highest leadership duties, because he possesses the intellectual clarity and the composure necessary for difficult decisions. One must beware of anyone who is stupid and diligent. He must not be entrusted with any responsibility because he will always cause only mischief. https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/Kurt_von_Hammerstein-Ward. Win arguments. They are too stupid to see they're wrong and wear the smart people down. Like playing chess with a pigeon. True, it's no fun if your opponent is shitting all over the board. There are some ideas that are so stupid, only an intellectual could come up with them. George Orwell. I think dumber people, not saying him particularly bright, him not, don't tend to overcomplicate things like brighter people do. That's an awesome quote, lol. Was it from 1984, or one of his other works? Sleep at night probably. I find myself quite stupid and still can't sleep for shit. The fact that you think you are stupid implies that you may not really be stupid. Follow authority blindly. Procreate. My wife and I have been trying to have kids for years. My co-worker's brother found out he had 2 kids he never knew about in the past 6 months. Not fair, man. It really isn't. You got couples that try for a decade and nothing, then you got people who even on birth control still have another. If you are ever feeling in a mood to see people slowly driven insane, go ahead and read fertility problem threads online. Surprise people when they say something correct. You're actually right for once. They're masters of the Dunning-Kruger effect, as we all are in certain areas, so they are incredibly confident in their knowledge even though they're dead wrong. Answer questions that have no verifiable answer. I would say, answering questions they know nothing about it. Adding money to the lottery 1 ticket at a time, or when I'm behind them at a convenience, 20 scratch cards at a time. What kills me is the ones that buy 20 tickets, each one to a different game. Your odds of winning are better if you buy 20 tickets from the same game. Preserving local dialects and traditions. Intelligent people typically go to universities in large, mixed cities, but adopt the most neutral accents, dialects and lifestyles available in order to fit in and seem normal and educated. Stupid people are more likely to stay long-term in their home regions and continue to speak and live as previous local generations had. I've experienced this myself and seen it in 3 countries now. Think this is the most interesting and unique perspective in this thread I've encountered. Yeah, everyone is trying to jab at stupid people, but this is actually a beneficial thing that less intelligent people do. Breed. Yeah, but it can go horribly wrong, like they think a pony schnauzer hybrid sounds cute, but in the end, that thing needs to put down. Edit. Google images for pony schnauzer actually aren't horrific. Apparently a pony cut is a cute thing on a schnauzer. Living life in ignorance knowing that what they believe is right, meanwhile intelligent people question a lot, which makes life very frustrating. Apparently the more ignorant you are, the more likely you are to hold on to your beliefs even when presented with opposing evidence. So you've met my ex-wife, you're the one that married her. Getting things done and not letting perfect be the enemy of good enough. Being more confident with their opinions and knowledge, however wrong they might be. Confidence. Smarter people too often double guess themselves, while other more stupid ones just go for it. Deleted. Fake it till you make it. Have fun, because as a dumb person you don't overthink stuff too much, but as a smart person you think too much into it. Reproduce without anxiety of everything going wrong. You'd be surprised how stupid intelligent people can be.